the b. What do we need to find first? The m or the b?
B.
The b, which is what? -4. Okay, and now we can find our slope. Okay, so we need to find another point on equal crosshairs. And it looks like,
Under the 2.
yeah, under the 2. Okay, so what's my slope gonna be then? 1, 2, 3 over 2, so 3 over 2. Should it be positive or negative slope? Positive.
We came from down there. The 3, I don't think it's 3. On my paper, I'm seeing it differently.
It's 3.
Isn't that a -4 intercept?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I made a common error. I
You
did
switched
not-
them.
Yeah, I did not identify the point to count across correctly. Nick, don't make the mistake I did. I'm sorry to interrupt your good work.
You're fine, I've done it too. Almost everybody has. Okay. What she's saying is that you put your B where? Your y-intercept.
Yep, I did that. But then when I went to count the slope, I used the wrong point. I actually used the x-intercept. What I thought was, but you see,
This
it's
is
not
right here.
correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you can't, and the reason that we can't use this one is because it's not on, remember we talked about those equal crosshairs? It's gotta be at an exact point. Okay, because that looks like maybe it's like 3-0, but maybe it's not.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Okay? Okay, so this one we got y equals blank x plus blank. Okay, what's my y-intercept? It's at 1. And
Which one?
my other point is going to be at 4 over 4. So I'm going to have to rise 1, 2, 3 and go over 1, 2, 3, 4.
My question is, how do you know how much to go
Yeah,
up?
I'm saying, like, I'm confused.
What
Like,
do you mean?
how do you know how much to go up?
Yeah.
So you got to connect the dots only using straight
I'm saying,
lines.
why wouldn't it be this one? Why wouldn't it be this one?
Okay, so when you're looking at right here, like say you pick that point, this is not on equal. What is that point? Like if you were to write me the coordinates, how are you
Well,
going
it has
to
to be
say?
exactly on the point.
Yeah.
Let me, I just don't know.
And you know the other thing, Miss Henning, when I looked at that too,
When you,
I could see that there was a point right here.
because
Oh.
And I counted from there to here, and I went up 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and then I went over 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. It doesn't matter which points you choose. If they're on that line, you're going to get the same slope.
they're not picking those points.
That's right.
They're picking
Yeah.
like here.
Right. You have to make sure that you pick a point that is on the crosshairs. But if you pick a point that's on the crosshairs, you're going to get the same slope. And if you did pick a different point, just pick the one Miss Henning point. It'll be easier at this point. But you probably got the right answer even if you didn't.
Okay, so I don't know why, but, and this is gonna sound silly, but I look at it kind of like treasure. Okay, X marks the spot.
Yep.
It has to be at an exact location. Otherwise, and you can also look at it like coordinates, okay? We know that this coordinate right here is 0, 0. You cannot pick this point because you cannot tell me, is that it's between 1 and 2 for sure. Is it 1/2? Is it 3/4? Is it 1.465? We don't really know, okay? So you gotta pick a good point between crosshairs, okay? So if you look at 15, okay, we're gonna fill it in, y equals blank x plus blank. Okay, and I want you guys to take a second and do that one and find me a good point. Perfect.
Number one.
15. Perfect.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Excellent, you got it. Yes. Okay. Very good.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have to put these two. That's it. That one's not 80.
Excellent, that's right.
Just gotta make this very long.
Oh, you got it. You're doing
And
it.
then
You got it going.
We're gonna do that on the board. Okay, so this one should be, the intercept should be at -4. Okay, and then my other crosshairs point is either gonna be here or here. Okay, so either of those work. When we rise over run, it's gonna be 1/4. Okay? And then look at 19.
It's like that.
How you do that?
Oh, that's very good.
Okay, 19, same thing. You can write in your general formula and you can fill in the blanks. What is the y-intercept?
0.
Four.
Well, wait, there isn't one.
That's-
There isn't one, which means what?
Zero.
It
Zero.
means 0.
That's what it
Okay, what about the slope?
is. Infinity.
I mean, I like your verbiage, for sure, but that's, no. Okay, so when we think of slope, how much are we rising, how much are we running?
We're not right.
We're not rising?
Oh, no, we're rising, but we don't.
We're rising, what? How much are we rising? So if we picked 2 points on equal crosshairs, we can pick this point, and this point, and this point, and this point, and this point. How much would you rise?
5.
How are you getting 5?
You can rise as high as you.
It's 10.
It's 1.
I don't see where you guys are getting 5 or 10. I'm just curious. I'm not like,
I'm counting them.
you're counting all of those? Okay,
Oh, okay.
but we go from one point to the next point. So how much do I rise from this point to this point?
1.
I rise 1 every single time. How much do we run?
Zero.
0.
We run none. Okay, so our slope is going to be just 1. Okay, so if we were to write the equation of this line, okay, and our slope is, it's kind of 1, but it's kind of not. And so that's where, that's not right, so don't write that, okay? And we're not actually going to do this problem, okay? It's more of a talking point today. So that's where we're going to. We're going to talk about what happens when our slopes are undefined or going either a straight vertical line or a straight horizontal line, okay? I had to put this on there because then I wanted to remember to talk to you about it before we went on and continued. Okay, so cross off 19. Which sounds crazy, I know. I'm probably like, why would you even put that on there? Because I wanted to talk to you about it. So think about that. What would happen? Okay, obviously, yes, we do rise, but what happens when we don't run? Okay? Okay, the last ones. Go to 21. The very last page.